Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These five are the only protection we have.
The best part of this show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut. Is that you? Shatteredcast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Good evening, dear listeners. Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 291. 9 away from 300, which is Bobby's favorite movie, and it's not for the writing or the action, am I right? We have a full house tonight.
Robert's been saving that one since episode. What did you join? 160?
When did I join us last? Was 160? Yes, I think my first episode.
To be fair, it was a pretty good one.
My first episode, I think, was 32. I think that was my first one. Been around for a minute, just a minute. Not as long as some of the other fellows here. I'm joined by Bobby Skullface.
Good evening.
The one and only Bobby Time Maker Face.
Bobby Time Maker Face.
Bobby Hard Stop Face.
Yeah. I'm reaching the ends of my limitations.
You seem a little wound up.
I am. It's been a rough day, dude. It's been a rough day. To be fair, and I'll throw that against everything that's been, everything.
You've been working out?
I have been, actually.
You what happened? You everything else all right? You getting any me time to relax?
No, I'm not getting a whole lot of me time to relax. Although I did get a 15-minute nap today.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
At 3:30 a.m.?
No, it was from 1 p.m. to 1:15 p.m. I set a alarm.
Oh, wow. Did you put the mask on?
No, I did not.
That's a great way to nap. Well, so what's the matter? Have you been drawing recently?
I have been. I finished a piece recently, and I have 2 commissions to do, and then I got some stuff I got to do before TFCon.
So it's work.
It's work.
You're not just enjoying yourself as an artist.
No, I'm not just enjoying it. But I am doing some stuff on the side that I am enjoying as an artist.
Both sides at once? And we're joined by Justin T2RX6.
What's going on, everybody?
The Mr. Reviewer is back in town.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it. It was a while ago, but I enjoyed your Ecto 1. Did you get the Prime? That was the Prime, but I mean the MP one?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Did you?
Obviously doesn't check YouTube very often. Robert?
I haven't. Not in 2 weeks. I haven't. Except to watch Matt's videos.
Okay.
And that means I've been really busy.
Well,
really busy.
Well, I mean, Lisa's still studying for the test she just took.
She's still studying. Don't say that. That's a jinx. Because then she has to take it again in February. Nope.
She's still studying. She has to study. It's all she knows how to do now.
No. She takes the test in February. No, what am I saying? She took the test last week. It was rough, and we think she did well, but we're all rightfully exhausted and going away on a 2-week vacation on Saturday. So looking forward to that.
Nice.
Thank you. And speaking of vacations, he's about to go wear some pants in the water. It's Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey there, everybody.
Matthew.
Yes.
Can you explain to us, why do you plan on wearing pants in the ocean?
Because if I don't, I look like a whale, and people will try to harpoon me.
No, not naked. We're saying wear a bathing suit, buddy.
I'll wear a bathing suit. My God, my wife went and got me some, or ordered me some, actually. So
you're lying?
Yeah.
You were just being a jerk.
Pretty much. Because you're being a jerk. Asked me if I bought stupid swimming trunks or something.
What's wrong? I was going to ask you if you were going to wear a Speedo, but then you did an end around and said you were wearing pants.
If I wore a Speedo, you couldn't see it because my belly would be over it.
Well, then you can go nude.
Did you throw up in your mouth a little bit?
Oh no, actually, I was trying to say Matt, but I didn't want to interrupt Robert since he never gets a chance to talk. To be fair, you are going to. You said the Gulf in Alabama, so yeah, I think you'll.
I better wear pants. Yeah,
I think you'll be. No, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But there's a lot of cases of bacteria and stuff down there, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to get in the water or not. Yeah, so I don't know if I want to get in the water or not. But yeah, we're going. My wife loves going to the beach and everything. So me and her and her sister and her family are going to go for a couple of days and everything. So looking forward to it.
That's nice.
Nice.
It's gonna be hot.
Yes, it is really hot down here. Yes.
You gonna wear a swim shirt?
Quit asking me what I'm going to wear. What's it matter what I wear to you?
I wear a swim shirt. I'm not afraid to say it. Bobby wears a swim shirt. Bobby wears a t-shirt. He's too manly to wear a swim shirt.
Nah,
he's just like, I'm so manly. I'm going in my t-shirt.
I'm too cheap to buy a fucking special shirt to get in the water.
That's true.
Bobby wears a hoodie. He wears a hoodie in the water.
He wears a wife beater.
Yeah, I got plenty of those too. I have actually. It was a little hot in the house today, and I took my shirt off for a second, and was just walking around in my wife beater, and my baby was like, "Daddy, put shit on."
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I was like, man, if this fucking 3-year-old has jokes, I'm gonna go ahead and put this shirt on.
Dude, was it like a year and a half ago? Azalea was like, she was whatever, a year and a half minus 4 is, you tell me. She's just, I was wearing like some Ace brand, like these are Ace underwear. They were briefs. They were tighties, right? But they weren't whiteies. They were bright red. And I'm walking around the house just in them. And Azalea's like, "Ew, you look disgusting." Never wore them again. And the skinniest member of this show, Bobby, be jealous. We have Greg for Mercy.
I'm currently doing Stasis Lock right now.
You too? I love doing Stasis Lock, man.
I love Stasis Lock.
Everybody say hi to Tyler G and Dakota.
I would do Stasis Lock. I would do it for a show. I don't think we have more. I don't think we have more than to talk about than one show.
Man, you would just shit all over them. Is that why you want to do the show? So you could just shit all over Beast Wars?
No, man. I'm living a life of positivity, man.
You should have a debate with them. A debate show.
Yeah. I'm good with that. But how many people are on that show?
They got about 4 to 5 usually. Sometimes.
Yeah, 5 on 1. I mean, I'm down to do the 5-on-1 in person, so to speak.
They've wanted to do a show with us. Tyler G's asked us to.
Yeah, I recall that. But the 5-on-1 on the microphone on the Skype is crazy.
Only one person can hold the baton at a time, But
that's true.
Hold the Megatron. Okay, how are you, Greg?
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you're looking good, buddy. You're looking sexy.
I got a little nap.
You're looking slim and trim, Mac.
I got a little nap yesterday. It was pretty good. About an hour.
15 minutes? Oh, hour? Nice.
Yeah. A little anesthesia.
Oh, good job.
First time ever having it that I can recall.
Good job.
And, yeah. They're like, we're going to give you something to make you sleepy. And I'm like, and they're like, all right, you're done. And I'm like, all right.
Did you have a dream that you're eating a banana?
No, it's actually funny. They were giving me shit when I woke up.
He just got the joke.
Oh no, I got the joke. I just wanted to acknowledge it. I actually dreamt that I was on my phone, and I guess I woke up babbling about like where we are as a society that we can't even dream without using our technology. And I vaguely remember it when the doctors walked by in the hallway. It's like, damn, you guys are getting deep in there.
Nice.
But yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah,
sketch.
Is somebody beating their kid?
Azalea's having a fit. I'll shut the door. Hold on. As Bobby would say, hold on.
About to beat this goddamn cat.
Hold on.
Somebody recently called me out for my home talk.
Just a minute. Time for the family. Shut the door.
You ask them where they're from?
On.
Like they were just like, why does Bobby say HOME, like it's a yoga phrase with the H in front of it. Home.
You say yoga.
Home.
Okay, so Bubby.
Yeah.
You get anything this week, or have an opportunity to look at it this week? And I apologize that I never sent you that hound.
It's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries. You've had a lot going on.
Ending.
Yeah, man. I did have the opportunity to look at the X-Transbots Neptune, as well as the Iron Factory Optics Hunter, which was their hound. I received from my own personal collection Hot Toys Darth Maul. Did I mention that before?
Yeah, its eyes move.
Yes, and I also received Marvel Legends Storm, Dazzler. Hold on. Good grief.
Kind of a sneeze.
Goodness gracious, I'm allergic to talk about my purchases. And Iceman and Silver Samurai from Marvel Legends as well.
Oh.
And if all goes well in the world, I'll finally get this fucking Hot Toys Doctor Strange tomorrow. Ooh. But fucking this UPS drama has been an awful lot to bear.
Want to share it?
No, I'm good. I've shared it. I've talked about it ad nauseum on their Rage. It's fine.
Save that drama for your mama.
Yeah, it's a fucking lot. I've just had it. I will tell you that
UPS sucks.
It crescendoed yesterday with UPS asking me for an after-service survey. And the last question they asked me is, how would you describe your customer service dealings with UPS? And I said I would describe it as watching a circus where each performance personally impacted negatively my quality of life.
Ooh.
Damn.
That was beautiful. That was poet. You're such a poet.
And didn't what?
You're such a poet.
Right.
You are a poet.
Know it.
And
didn't know it. Didn't know it is how that ends.
You know, the funny thing is that for me, it's FedEx that's complete garbage, and UPS is like.
Dude, it's got to be regional. It's got to be.
Love.
It has to come down to your local sorting facility.
I give my UPS guy like a Christmas gift every year. I'm like, I love you, man.
See, my USPS guy is the shit.
Oh, my USPS.
My FedEx guy is fine, and my UPS sorting facility is trash.
UPS. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say my USPS person has changed, but the previous USPS person hit my mailbox and then was like, I don't know, it just fell off. I'm like, uh-huh. And, yeah, I fixed that one, but that was irritating. And FedEx here almost never delivers. They like to do that. Like, we handed it off to the post office. They'll deliver it. I'm like, then why the fuck did someone pay for FedEx? You know, like... USPS could get this in 2 days and do it cheaper. Like, I don't get it. Why are you doing that? So,
right. That's fair.
I hate FedEx around here.
The guy on the truck in my area for USPS likes to scan something as delivered when it hasn't been delivered. And I know it'll come the next day, but that's bullshit because I'll freak out if something important was supposed to come and I have to calm myself down. That's the bullshit I get from USPS. It'll disappear for a day saying it was delivered. UPS, they will not leave something at the door, and they'll claim they ring the bell, but they don't. And I don't know what the fuck they do, but they'll leave a card. And the regional facility, there's just one. There's one sorting facility for all of New York. And it's
really?
It's like 10
that
miles. That
seems nuts for all 5 boroughs?
Yeah, well, yes.
That seems nuts.
I mean, maybe Staten Island has one. I don't know. John Long can tell you. But you know, for Brooklyn and Queens and Manhattan, there's one out in Queens, like far out. And if you get a card and they don't deliver it on the second attempt, you better go out to the sorting facility to try to get it. And when that happens, they tell you it's on the truck, and it's not on the truck because you don't get it. It's just bullshit with UPS.
Wow.
That's the trash I got to deal with. FedEx is pretty good. They'll just leave it at your fucking door. If I had porch pirates around here, it would be a problem.
Pirates.
They would, you know, they just drop that shit and go, and I'm fine with that personally. But yeah. So Matthew,
they book it too, man. When they ring the doorbell, and I'll be sitting. I'm right next to my door. They'll ring the doorbell, and I go check that stuff. They're already in their truck and already gone. I'm like, man, I just want to say hi. How are you doing? You know, but Anyway.
Well, I mean, you are in the Ozarks. It's kind of dangerous to interact.
It is
with people.
true, man. The swamps are very dangerous, man.
You could kill them.
I have no fucking swamps anywhere around me, Robert, at all.
You're a liar.
Not even close.
Your armpits and your crotch.
It's probably, yeah. They do sweat.
They do. Hence the pants. You lied about the bathing suit.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting over that myself.
You'll be all right.
Getting over what?
I'm blind.
Yeah, no, he lied. He lied. He covered it. He didn't want to talk about the pants anymore. He didn't want to talk about not wearing a bathing suit, so he just lied. We know you lied, Matt. Shame on you.
You'll be all right.
I want a photo of you in your bathing suit.
No.
Because you're a fucking liar.
I didn't even get to ask him about his fishnet top.
And like a gold medallion.
Oh, yeah.
In bikini. Matthew.
Yeah.
Honestly, one moment is bleeding into the next. I can't tell. I mean, you're just pounding away on the social media, and congrats on that. If you had a sub for every video, you'd be a millionaire.
That is true.
What did you get this week? Or have an opportunity to look at? Now we get to ask you that.
Yeah, I got to look at Whiskey Jack from Mr. T2RX6, the Will Jack from Toy World. And I picked up myself was a Siege Thundercracker. I got the Siege Rainmakers. Today I got in the New Age Ratchet and the Clear Shockwave because I broke my first one. And I got the X-Transbots, the G2 Drag Strip. And I got some repro labels for Siege Starscream, Red Wing, and Greenlight. I'm going to try to do those, something new for my channel. I'm going to do the toy hacks, or whatever thing, and everything. So,
did you get the ones where they give you the tip?
Yes. Yeah. The tips for the.
He loves that.
Tetrajets. Yeah.
So I actually can see if you're into G2, that's a good way to get two Menosaurs. Get the G2 X Transbots, and that's I think that's super cool. You could have a G2 Menosaur. That's fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get the fans.
No telling where we can get Motor Master because we haven't got the original one, so it's going to be a minute before.
What was that post? What was that post that we saw I saw it on Facebook. It was a G2 Fans Toys Motor Master. Was that just a Digibash, or did someone actually customize that? What was that?
I think it was a customization.
Jason Brun.
Yeah.
His little Get Right robot.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it looked pretty nice. I liked it. Really shiny.
Bobby, would you do G2? Oh, that was a
no.
Would you do G2?
No.
G2.
Really, even though it's Menosaur, you're still out.
Yeah, I don't have any connection to it.
What if Beast Wars did the Stunticons? And it was like a pile of apes and monkeys, like the Stunticons.
No, they had to like all be cheetahs or something, right? Like cheetahs and then one big slow ass cat.
No, I think they would be monkeys and apes because they're like, they're Stunticons. They do gymnastics and shit.
They could have like skateboards and scooters.
If they were chimps then maybe. It would depend on the robot design.
What if Planet of the Apes? What if they made transforming Planet of the Apes figures?
I prefer just regular Planet of the Apes. To be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting too crazy. That's too crazy. I'm sorry. That's too wild.
It's wild, Mac.
But I could 5 chimps. Oh, that'd be so cool. Anyway, Justin.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you get this week?
Let's see. So I got a little head from Oscar.
Whoa.
Of course.
Woo!
That's right. So if you watched my MP Ghostbusters Optimus review, you would know that I think he looks like he's dead because he has light piped eyes with no light piping. And it should have just been painted. So I put out the call. I said, does anybody have an MP10 head that is a junker or whatever, like the antennas can be broken, doesn't matter. And Oscar hit me up and said, I have one from the Hasbro MP10, and it has the painted eyes, so you don't even need to do anything. So Oscar graciously sent that my way, and I will be installing that into, hopefully, the replacement MP10 I'm getting.
That's awesome.
I missed an opportunity there.
I do too.
God,
I miss Lenny as well, for what it's worth.
You put out the call, and then Oscar answered the call like one of them female Ghostbusters.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, fuck. I really missed an opportunity. I should have sent you an oversized Wade Young Optimus head just to fuck with you, and like you would install it and be like, what the fuck?
So I would have noticed that, Robert, and I'm only pulling out the eyes, so...
I don't think so. I don't think so. All your cars have tiny headlights.
So I got
Gregors.
that. What else did I get this week?
Oh, you got more.
I also got repro labels. I got, I guess, the Siege Cog and 6-gun. And then I got that bulkhead set for the Siege Hound. And I also got the X-Transbots, whatchamacallit, Sea Spray, because as much as I'm a Fans Toys fanboy, X-Transbots killed it. So, and he's awesome. So, that's all I got.
Yeah, X-Transbots, fuck yeah.
I know. So I'm glad to see they're making some quality products.
They know how to make some mini bots, man.
I figure it's like not a. What's the rush? You know, I mean, you can jump on the Fans Toys, see what it's like, and then the X-Transbots will be available. It's not going to be sold out, and you can always switch out. I don't know. That's what I figure. Gregors.
What the fuck do you want, Robert?
The fuck did you get, Gregors?
Play with your ball sack.
Well, what'd you say, Matt?
He wants to play with your ball sack.
Oh, I thought you said that I was playing with my ball sack, and actually kind of was there for a second.
I mean, that's fine.
Oh,
It's your own home. You
to
can do
my
whatever.
leg, yeah. I got. Yeah, ew. I got. I'm almost done, so I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, I'm not waiting for characters I don't really care about anymore. So I picked up another X-Transbots 1 charger, and I picked up a Ocular Max Trailbreaker. And I guess I got a bum copy the first time because that shit was falling apart. But this one, I really like this one. Like, I really enjoy really enjoying this one, yeah.
Courageous.
So hopefully my Sphinx, when he comes Friday, he'll be good soon.
Was that your sneeze, Matt?
No, my wife is choking to death.
Oh.
Nothing important. Just
sorry.
And yeah. Oh, and I got a Bad Cube Gears.
Nice.
Oh.
And I kind of don't hate that figure either. I haven't transformed him, but
that's a pretty good one. That's a good one.
So season 1, as soon as I get Takara Hound, will be done.
Yeah.
And I'm 4 characters short of season 2, not including Defensor. And I need like 1 more for my movie cast, and then I could potentially make that.
What was that?
Was that a barrel of marbles?
What was that? That was Bobby. He dropped the Detox.
No, I wish.
He dropped the Detox. Was it marbles?
Sorry, it was all that extra Transbots talk made me nervous.
What happened, man? What was that?
No, I had a glass on the table and I moved something and it shifted a lightsaber. The lightsaber knocked over the glass.
Your fucking desk is trash. Was it the curve? Was it the curved one? The Doku?
Hold on 1 second.
Was it Count Dooku? Is that why?
Hey, Robert, what'd you get, man?
Oh, thanks for asking. My cat got a haircut. My wife took the bar exam, and I didn't get shit. I mean, it's kind of weird because I've never passed up on so much before. I would just snatch up everything, and New Age is pumping out so much stuff, and it's so weird for me to just be like, I can't do it. Not that I don't want to, but I really committed at this point. Like, I've been really fighting with myself about my room, my display, and I'm really just going to do it, and I'm just going to bin everything that's not like good MP and like good Legends. It's all going to get binned, all of it, So I'm going to free up space and see how I feel, but it's been really weird for me just passing up on so many things. I feel like I'm missing out on experiencing a New Age, but I just don't have a place for it. I did pre-order the bugs. I got the bugs pre-ordered because I figure I can swarm, but they're going to suck. They're going to be cute and everything, but I think Magic Squirrel.
New Age does not suck.
No. I just don't like the ball joints. You know, when it comes to just the engineering, the designs, I like the Magic Square, but I don't like the materials on Magic Square. So I'm like kind of stuck between a shit and a fart. So that's it. But I didn't really get anything besides that. I got some plane tickets and passports, and that's it. And Bobby broke a glass, and his desk is trash. He said table, and I'm assuming he means his desk, but he calls it a table because I don't know what. That's just weird. So he's sweeping it up. Sweep up that table. All right, let's go to third.
Sweep that table under the rug.
Sweep the table under the rug. Let's just get into news. We've got some third-party news to share with you all.
Do we really, though?
I don't know. It's the X-Transbots toy Stunticons.
Yeah, this is a weird move.
What is it? What are you saying? What is this?
This is their Crack Rock, and they're doing a toy version of it instead of the tune version they already got.
You know what I would have liked to have seen them have done here instead of this?
What's that, Justin?
I would have liked to seen them go ahead and do a white version of this character, not the like off-white, and then include like a sticker set and a head for the original release if you had it to turn it into the toy version.
But what about the people who wanted the yellow color?
Yeah. What about the chest?
Well,
what
if
about
you
the chest?
so here's the thing, right? If you wanted the yellow color, you have the yellow color.
Not toy version. I mean, not in toy version. They got in two versions though.
I see what you're saying.
You have to buy the white one to do that to your yellow one.
Right.
Why don't you just get the DMX or not DMX?
So then what you can also do is you can also say we're also making sets that you can just buy the regular version and just the add-on head if you don't want this. But I really don't understand why you're doing essentially the same toy with a different head and some stickers.
Well, did the first run sell out?
Yes. I don't know where there's a Crack Rock anywhere.
Well, I guess that's why they're funding their work on the Motormaster, they've got to come up with money.
Well, no, people wanted, everyone was complaining. They wanted it, they remembered the toy, not the cartoon. And then it was the same thing with Dead End. They remember the stripe on Dead End. That was a toy thing. So enough people said, it's easy enough to do toy redecos with a little bit of remolding for the chest and parts like that. And now they're doing them, but people are complaining about them.
Wow. Fucking pores.
I just want the Motormaster. That's pretty cool. This is cool if you want this. I mean, I got the G2 version and the Tune version. I really don't need the toy version, but if, like you just said, if people want this, then hey, I'm happy for everybody that gets this.
Can I ask you a question, Matt?
I guess.
Did you get a G1 Soundwave reissue?
Not yet.
Why not?
I haven't seen them around here in my area. There's some in Little Rock, but
I bought them all.
It's because of the damn scalpers.
Yeah, people are buying cases and cases of it, which I'm like, this Soundwave will be around for a long time.
You can get a Soundwave. This is what's funny. Yeah. This is pure addiction at work.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's amazing to me. It's pure addictive behavior. People are like acting like this is the new hot fucking thing, and it's like, you can get one.
What are we on? I'm sorry.
It's a Nick.
G1 reissue Soundwave.
No, we're talking about the toy version of X-Transbots, Crack Rock.
Matt asked me if I got the G1 reissue, and I told him I didn't yet because I didn't see him anywhere.
No, he asked me. Anyways, I think this looks really good. To be honest, I really like it.
I do too.
But it's not. I'm not going to get it because, like I said, I've already got the Tune and the G2 version. I don't need another version. But
yeah, you do.
To be honest with you, I almost wish at this point I didn't get the G1 versions, and I just got the toy versions of the X-Transbots, and then went with the other companies for the other options.
I see what you did there.
I just hope I hope their Motormaster comes out and it's really good.
It's not.
But and the other question is, are these going to be exclusives? Because
I was going to ask that. Are they going to?
I don't have any interest in hunting this down. If it's available readily, then fine, maybe. But if it's like an exclusive, I got to hunt down at this TFCon and that TFCon and this fucking no thanks.
It's a cash grab. It's not some exclusive.
just. I'm gonna have to write you a new script, Robert, because you're running that one to the ground.
You're going off script, man.
I don't think the G2 ones have been that hard to get. I mean, everybody and their fucking 9-year-old brother has a set.
No, they're easy to get. I mean, you get them at the show and they're on Toy Dojo real easily. I mean, so they're not that hard to find.
Right.
And they're not selling out. But I don't know yet. What exclusive would they be for this? I think they're going to be, just put on like BBTS and all that stuff. I think they're going to be sold like that.
If they're on
BBTS, they're probably going to put this one out at TFCon, but then it's going to be available at, the usual, all the other, like there'll be extras.
Yeah. Oh, so this probably be ready by the TFCon in October?
I would imagine so.
Well, Bobby, Justin thinks this is a cash grab to fund their Menasor, their Motormaster retool.
Why do you put words in people's mouths?
That's not exactly what I said. I said what I said, Bobby. And if this is like an exclusive for a con thing, like that's fine. But I said what I would have liked to have seen would have been this to be made in like the white color, like the
racist.
Yeah, like the racist. God, what's the other company doing them? Unique Toys or whatever. DX9. Yeah, like that's what I wanted to see. And
extra
maybe
head.
include this stuff as a sticker set and an extra head that if you have the original one, there you go. You can turn it into a toy one,
Well, yeah, I don't think it's outrageous to suggest that this is to pad their pockets for their retooling. Like it seems like maybe from top to bottom, as they say in Pennsylvania, retooling of their Motormaster. I don't think that's outrageous.
They need the money, am I right?
I mean, who doesn't?
Well, what company doesn't need the money? Jesus Christ!
A lot of retooling to do, am I right?
I mean, I don't think it's outrageous. Like, they obviously need to retool it, so like they've said as such.
Yeah,
so,
they came out and said it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
They're
so
not
like
hiding
shit. So we know that. So
There's
like
a demand.
Yeah, so I don't think it's outrageous to suggest that this is to perhaps.
I'm glad they did that too, man. To tell us, I mean, I'm glad they didn't put it out and say, it sucked and everything, and be like, oh, it's okay, you'll get over it. But at least they, they found their faults and they're like, hey, we got to go back and redo it. I'm fine with that. As long as they're making it better, more power to them.
Right.
Power. Iron Factory Hex Wrench. We've seen this. This Wheeljack.
Oh yeah, you should put it out soon.
These are like actual pictures of the final product.
It's Wheeljack Mac. Wheel Mac. If this page wasn't so slow to load.
Looks good.
Slow to load.
Yeah, I mean, I have there's nothing to suggest that this won't be anything less than stellar.
It's beautiful. It almost looks like Transformers Prime.
It does. There's a very TF Prime look about it.
Did he ever have red wheels for hubcap or red hubcaps? I don't remember that.
So that is, I mean, that is something that in the show, I mean, would be a detail that was lost. But if I am not incorrect, I believe the Stratos, the Lancia that he is, has red rims, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to see, though. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it real quick.
Oh, man, that's a sec.
Actually, no. The Stratos had yellow rims, so I don't know where. Oh, no. They did have the red rims on it, so. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's probably why it's red, just because extra detail and, yeah, so.
Gotcha.
I think that's a Dreamwave thing, too, if I'm not mistaken.
And I must say that the spoiler, this is the first time I've liked seeing the company's name on the spoiler on the car. I love that. Oh
yeah,
my god!
I don't think it's bad at all. It's a nice little thing to do, and being that he's got all kinds of racing, logos and stuff. Yeah, I don't have any problem with that at all.
Bobby.
Yes, sir.
What do you see on the hood?
I feel like this is some sort of test that I'm going to inevitably fail.
I see two things on the hood. One is a sleeping cat. What else do you see on the hood, though? You see a baboon?
I see the baboon.
Baboon.
I wouldn't, but I wouldn't have seen it. You're talking about Rafiki. I know because my youngest daughter is somewhat of an expert. But I wouldn't have seen it without somebody pointing it out to me. To be fair.
I can't see it.
Is that the drummer from Kiss?
Oh boy.
That's the drummer from Kiss.
The
Peter.
drummer from Chris.
It's a Kiss, you douche.
You said the drummer from Chris.
I like those metallic. The rims look really nice. I love that metallic red. Nice.
That Hound, they went fucking Hound, now Wheeljack. That fucking cliff jumper is shit. Don't release that thing. These two things are beautiful.
It's still gonna be good, man.
That cliff jumper's stupid. What the hell is he? What's that alt mode? What's that from? That's just garbage. It's stupid.
You're stupid.
It's a smart car. He turns into a smart car.
It's fine. They have smart cars on Cybertron. Why couldn't they have smart cars on Cybertron?
All right. Matt's favorite character, the Turtle. Takara, Turtler, and Gulf color images.
Man, did you see the prices on these things?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look it up.
Yeesh. $60 for a Voyager?
Yeah, like I heard the whole set's gonna be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're Takara Tomy Mall. Those have always been, have always been expensive.
Yeah, that is true.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why? You're not gonna be able to get one, Robert?
It's just crazy.
Are you don't have the funds?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether I have the funds or not. You know what? I wouldn't have the funds if I wasted my money on everything.
Even if they were $30 or $20 a piece, you're not gonna get them. So what's it matter? I mean,
I'm not getting
them. I know. So what's it matter what you think about it?
Well, everyone's entitled.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Are we suggesting that a podcast that's centered around giving opinions on figures, that your opinion is null and void if you're not going to get it? Is that what we're suggesting?
Yes, I suggested that right now.
Okay. Maybe we should just disband the fucking podcast.
No.
I've quit every week, so it's a possibility. You know.
Yeah, no, I think it's fucking absurd. Fuck this thing. Dumb.
Yeah, for the fact that it's a retool and all that stuff, very disappointing.
Is that? I mean, I assume it's going to be painted to the nines.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and keep assuming.
You don't think so? It's not. It's going to be space mud, or it's going to
actually the Generation Selects do put on some good paint.
I mean, the thing about Transformers Prime, the Takara versions were always much more expensive, but they had paint. You know. So if you were a paint guy or a paint gal, it was worth it in a way. But I mean, if this just because it's an exclusive.
No, it will have good paint. Like I said, the Generation Selects, they have been painted really well. Not $60 well, but I'm just saying they have been putting some good paint on them.
I mean, if you're earning $15 an hour, which is fair money nowadays. It's not bad money, but it's hard work. That's a lot of money to ask for something like this, if you ask me. I don't think it's fair. I don't think you're not getting a luxury item, and that's a luxury price. That's one filter to look at this through. Is this a luxury item? I think maybe buying a toy is a luxury item, but in that niche, is it a luxury item in that luxury niche? And I say no. $65 is wrong.
Do you really think this is a luxury item, though? I mean, this is a retail of Combiner Wars.
Well, the price
this is like McDonald's money.
But the price qualifies it. I believe is a luxury item, right?
I think the price qualifies it as fucking. Better off spending your money on the whatever third-party set that was.
Well, what Takara? What does a Takara Voyager usually cost?
9 of these equal 1 Unicron.
Typically, I think the last Takara Combiner sets have been box sets. So I'm just saying Takara Tomy Mall stuff's usually has a kind of sticker shock.
Yeah, weren't the Seekers like $200?
Yeah, now they're what? Like you can't give them away.
Wait, a Voyager was $200?
Oh yeah.
No, he's talking about the
Masterpiece. Seekers.
Oh, well, that's what I'm asking. Is like, what do we compare this to? Like, what's the comparative price?
Compare it to Unicron. That's what I would say.
I think that's fair.
Is this 9? Is this worth 9 of these worth 1 Unicron?
Yes. I don't know.
Hold on, let me see. What was the last Takara Tomy Mall exclusive combiner?
MPB.
Do you know?
Well, off the top of my head. The last Tacoma. I don't think did they have one?
Yeah, it was. Hold on a second. I just found it.
Combined was Minnesota.
It was that Convoy one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's hard to find the prices because they don't leave shit up forever on their site like American retailers do. Like if it's sold out, they take it down eventually. They don't just leave that shit up to populate a Google search.
I think the price is a little outrageous. I mean, it's yeah, they're.
I remember when I feel like it's an old fart, and it was only 5 years ago. But I remember when like the Transformers Prime, like Voyager class, like figures were $29, and it was a pretty
$25 actually. I think we're $25.
Yeah. Wait, Transformers Prime? No, those were. Yeah, I guess they were. It depended on where you bought them from.
Yeah, and like
the first editions were a little bit more expensive.
But what about what were the two jets, the blue and the green one? What were the names?
Dreadwing and
yeah. But they were like $29, and I remember back then I was like, "Whoa, that's tough." Wow, $30, And I would argue that any of those figures is better than this one, and it's more than doubled. That's wild. That's wild.
It's wild.
Bobby would say that's wild.
No, I agree. I think it's definitely going to be too much money for what you ultimately get here.
I feel like when we talked about the price on this, that's when you should have dropped that glass.
Well, I didn't drop it. To be fair, my lightsaber knocked it over, so to speak.
God, what a nerd! To mention my lightsaber knocked it over.
Yeah, I live this shit. You know what I mean?
He has more than one lightsaber.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact.
I think he has 5 lightsabers.
Are you counting Darth Maul's as one?
Yes.
No, I got more than that.
7? You have 7?
Yeah, I think I got 7.
Oh.
But in normal conversation, most people wouldn't mention that their lightsaber knocked over their glass.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely some extra nerdy shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I hit my lightsaber knocked over the glass.
There you go. Was you playing with your lightsaber though?
Whoa,
it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, hold on here.
Oh, he found it.
I found something.
Oh God.
I was gonna ask for an assist with the calculator, but I can run 2 windows at one time.
Okay.
Yeah, let me shut these show notes down here.
And I want to apologize to Robert. I'm sorry that I said that your opinion doesn't count. Since you're not buying it, that was my fault.
I don't care.
No, it's my fault.
I don't care.
It's fine. I know Bobby called me out, and I really apologize.
I'm just making sure that I understand the parameters.
Hey, baby, I'm all pepper. I'm all pepper, Matt. I'm all pepper.
I don't get that.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that means.
I
You're
don't
spicy.
either.
I got no salt. All
You're
pepper.
Spicy.
I'm all pepper, no salt.
Oh, it's not salty. Oh, okay.
Is anybody looking at this right now?
No.
No, not at all.
You close it.
Yeah, we're ready to move on.
No, you're looking at it. How much is the Voyager or the
60. 60. It's
deluxe.
on Pulse. Oh, the deluxe is 40, I think, on Pulse.
All right, so
yeah, 38, 36. Yeah. All right, we were spending way too much time on this.
Well, 65, 61. Then you round up to 70. You round up to 70.
So 152.93 is the price listed on the last Takara Tomy set, which apparently was superior.
Say that again. How much?
152.
Actually, hold on a second. I typed in that wrong. No, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Goddammit, 152.71. Yeah, I forgot a yen is worth like a pence.
Well, I mean, look, I'm sure this set's gonna be better in terms of everything, right?
I'm not.
I don't know about that. It's a retool of the Abominus, and
okay,
combined it was not that good. Separately, they were fine, but Obama was not that good.
This was like siege engineering and the siege line. You gave me the ankle tilts and the space mud. Then you've got an argument.
Yeah, the space mud. Yeah, that's definitely.
The space mud does go a long way.
I think it gives it character, to be honest. The Space Mud does.
It depends, man. Like there's a happy medium there.
It's just when it's all on the front. It looks like you were standing in front of the fan when the shit hit the fan.
Well, that's actually what I want to grow up to be, Robert. I want to be the Space Mud guy. I want to be the guy that.
I want to be the fluffer. Wait, what?
Wow.
Hey, let's move on to.
While you paint that figure.
Hey, Justin, why don't you say let's move on?
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Jesus
you're
Sorry.
Justin. You need to move on with telling me to move on because you're not telling me to move on at all.
I'm bad at my job.
Yeah.
You tell me to move on.
You haven't told me to move on in like a year. All right. So next up, I thought I saw. Didn't I see Beast Wars, MP Beast Wars?
Leo Convoy.
Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. It's on the. All right, Leo Convoy, the officially ugliest MP ever released, or to be released. Hopefully, it's the ugliest, and we don't see even uglier.
It's going to be $188, and it's going to be released in February of 2020.
Is this really $200?
Amazon Japan is going to be around 130-ish, probably 120, 130-ish, or something like that.
Okay,
so.
let's call it 130.
Yeah, it's 130 right. It's 130 right now on.
Is it? Okay.
On Ami. So.
I like Beast Wars, and
Look,
I like
Look.
Oh, here he comes.
Look, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Don't be
but
sorry.
if you think this looks better than the Perfect Effect,
correct.
I think you are a fucking idiot.
This is trash. This is crap.
I'm not saying it's probably not trash. It's probably built extremely well. It's probably there's probably a ton of detail and love and care that went into this. I'm just saying if you think this looks better, you and I, we're not the same.
I don't think anybody said that though.
I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they did. This is just an outside statement about it.
Gotcha.
This is definitely a version of the character that is super toy looking and not like. It just doesn't look like an MP to me. Like
this shit looks dumb as fuck.
This is a symptom of the tune accuracy kind of fanaticism.
Look at picture 10.
It's the worst masterpiece I've ever seen.
I mean,
look at picture 10 and see he is so surprised to see you.
Okay, Bobby, imagine. Look, okay.
Hello. How you doing?
He's like, "Where's your thumb going?" Yeah. Look, okay.
But let me say this real quick. In picture 8, it has the primal next to him, and this primal doesn't look as good as the regular primal.
No, it doesn't. It's got it's lost the coloring to it. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Correct.
So it's gonna stand out even worse, in my opinion, on your shelf. That this is a toy.
Unless there's some extra TLC we're not seeing. Like if the extra TLC that we're not seeing on the primal is also visible on this thing, then
what
coloring?
I'm sorry.
Well, so if you look at are you looking at picture 08?
Yeah. Well.
Okay. So all the fur painting, like the digital painting on the primal, is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
that's the second version.
Is this a toy version? This is the toy version, I think.
That's the second version that came out.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. That's from. Are you talking about the computer, like the digital paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that prime is from a CGI show, and then Beast Wars, whatever this one's from, is a cell. A very bright colored cell.
So this is a real thing. This primal.
Yeah, it's the second version.
This is fucking worse.
Yeah.
It's the toy color version.
This is dumber.
Yeah, it's a dumb version.
Which one are you?
Okay, so we're talking about Optimus Primal, not the Leo Prime, and how he doesn't have that fur that the other, like the original release has.
Oh yeah, because that's a toy. Okay,
nor the metallic paint.
Okay, no. I thought you were saying that the Leo Convoy didn't have all the fur and stuff on it. I'm trying to get back to that.
I'll tell you right now, by putting this Optimus Primal next to this Leo Convoy, what they were doing was they were putting it next to an ugly friend to try to make it. Oh my
God! Look at the lion. Look at picture 10, dude. Matt.
That's what I just said.
Matt.
I am happy
I'm a
to
flower.
see you.
I'm a flower.
Huh? Like the hair pops up on the back. Like you know when you hear that story where the hair stands up on your back. That's he just heard that story.
Let's just give him every benefit.
This is terrible. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in Masterpiece line. All of the movie shit looks better than this. This is fucking horrendous.
You don't like the whiskers and the eyeballs?
I don't like anything about this. I don't like one iota of this. This is fucking trash.
Oh, dude, you know how many Leo Convoy you're gonna get in the mail?
0.
Dang.
Let's
return to sender.
Those toenails aren't accurate. Isn't it true that cats have 4 in the front and 1 in the back, Greg?
I'll tell you, they're definitely not accurate to my feet because I got a baby toenail on my pinky toe.
Do you ever gnaw on it or anything?
There's no gnaw. It's so small and silly looking.
Damn.
It's terrible. It's the worst thing about me. It's the worst thing about me.
If Bobby cut his toenail, like all of Baltimore would explode in a giant mushroom cloud.
My oldest always makes jokes about it. Like if I'm like, look, I'm gonna you didn't eat a full dinner, so I'm gonna cut you a small slice of this cake. She'll be like, as small as your baby toenail, or a little
That's funny. There you are.
Now,
sorry, I laughed too loud for that.
Let me say one thing. Now, give them the benefit of the doubt. The engineering, right? Let's just say the materials, the articulation. Let's say the paint. It's all there, and you can't appreciate it until it's in hand. But it's masterful. Let's say it's the best they've ever done. This thing is so articulated. Let's say the transformation's intuitive, and it has that aha moment, and it's fun, and you can flip back and forth, and no paint chipping. Everything is there.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Here's the problem. Like in my profession, when I write something and I write an emotion or an argument, an opposition, I do all the research. I come up with the best arguments. I express them in the best way possible.
We got a hard knot,
to back me up.
I'm following.
But my paper is littered with editing errors and formatting problems, and it looks like trash. I lost.
Yeah, this is the worst masterpiece I've ever seen.
You just said worst looking. I'm thinking I think it's going to be really nice. I mean, it's like you said, the engineering is going to be awesome. The paint's going to be awesome.
But here's my question: what are we willing to sacrifice? Like, how far? Like, sometimes we say, like, look, we're willing to sacrifice a double jointed elbow for the sake of the arm looking better. This is like, I'm willing to sacrifice the way this looks for I don't know what the fuck what.
Well, I think the problem is it looks too inaccurate. That's what it is. It's just extremely
that's what they're going
inaccurate.
for. That's what they're going for, though.
It's the problem. This is an extreme. This is the slippery slope of tune accuracy.
Oh, man. I think it's going to be a good MP, though.
Just Google real quick the
this
perfect
thing
effect
has Hanna-Barbera.
Google the perfect effect one and tell me that
I
this
know
is even
the perfect one is
remotely close
awesome.
to the same fucking ballpark.
But the perfect effect one is trashy as far as falling apart. A lot of people.
Not. I got 3 right next to me right now.
Well, you got lucky then. You got lucky then. I'm just saying this thing is going to be. This is going to be built better than that perfect effect one.
I have 3 and they're good. How am
okay,
I lost?
But this is going to be built better than that perfect effect one.
Built better. You think that this is going to have better materials, better hardware?
Yeah.
It's going to be all plastic. This is going to be all plastic.
I bet you this is all plastic.
Dude,
it's fine.
I'll put money on it that this is going to be built better than that perfect effect one.
You think this is going to have fucking die cast on it?
It won't, but that's
probably
fine.
not. I don't know where would they put it though.
The answer is no.
But it's
just because it has diecast doesn't mean it's built better though.
Yeah, it's
true.
That's
true. That's true. But I'm just saying, materials wise, it helps.
It does. Yes, it does. I'll give you. I mean, that's good. I'm not saying. Look, I like the perfect effect one. It's a good one. It has. Mine hasn't broken either. I've got a good one too. But there are a lot of instances.
And I don't think there needs to be necessarily a clear winner. And I think that something can exist independent of a previous release. I'm just saying that like it's so night and day between something looking beautiful and something looking like something else.
Yeah, I mean I just think that perfect effect one
goofy as fuck.
Because it's a cartoon. But like I said, the perfect effect one is beautiful. It's a beautiful.
I gotta Google a picture of this.
I just think this is
very too accurate.
Yeah, let me really... give me the name of it. Beast Wars what?
Lio Convoy.
Lio Convoy.
Beast Wars Lio Convoy cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna Google the same thing Bobby is right now, motherfucker.
I just think it's gonna be an awesome masterpiece. It may not look.
So I don't know. Like, look at. So when I'm looking at this, right? Like I'm looking at like the consistency of the shoulders, and I'm looking at like the build of the thighs, like both on the outside and inside. This looks more like a humanoid thing. This looks more anime.
Well, no. Well, if you're looking at the bot mode on your Google,
I'm looking at a picture where there's like green lights flashing behind him.
No, but when you no, I don't. I'm trying to look right now. But if you're looking at him in bot mode, the lion head changes. You have to look at him in alt mode in the cartoon.
I'm not looking at that.
You have
looking at bot mode.
No, bot mode, the shoulder changes, and it does that in the toy here as well. In the cartoon, the lion has a dopey cartoon face.
See. I'm looking at the cartoon image. This looks nothing like it. I'm looking at the cartoon image. The cartoon image looks entirely organic. This looks nothing like it. Nothing. Like, not even remotely. If I didn't know they were connected, I wouldn't necessarily put them together. Other than saying, wow, this robotic-looking thing is the same color as this other thing.
Are you looking at the image where he's hugging Scar?
No, he's got, like, his mouth open and clawed forward.
He's a hugging Scar.
There's an image of him hugging Scar.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a complete failure.
Oh, this is awesome.
Based on these images, I haven't seen the show, but based on these images, this looks the robot mode looks close. The alt mode looks nothing like it, and the elements of the robot mode that look cool, the toy has missed.
So you don't like the hello?
You wouldn't get it just for the hello.
No.
So I will say that the lion's mode is pretty accurate. Like, it's pretty dumb looking, and I like
it. No, they're both dumb looking. I agree with you there, but they don't look the same.
Yeah.
Like the mane is like one furry piece.
Yeah.
Like,
hey Bobby, let me ask you a question. If you happen to get this gifted to you, where would you display it?
In the trash can.
Damn. It's still gonna be good though. I'm excited for it.
There's nothing remotely kind of appealing to me about this.
Man, I'm gonna put this next to my Bobby Skullface figure. We're gonna live in heart.
This is an image from the Neo, Beast Wars Neo in the SCU chat. He's hugging Scar.
That looks nothing like it.
No, it doesn't.
That looks
the lion. He's hugging Scar.
The different face that this thing has in robot mode it's honestly how I feel like the whole toy should have looked. So
it's gonna be May.
All right. What's that, Justin?
Time to move on, Robert.
All right. Flame Toys Star Save? Did you mean Star Saber? You
it's
silly.
The budget line.
Star Save. Oh my God! I can't wait to get this. I'm so excited.
Let's have a look.
I want a Gundam. This is the Gundam of all Gundams.
It definitely is.
Man,
Without a doubt.
I wish I could afford that.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I don't care enough about the character to get this, but this is beautiful.
But it's because you already have him, MP. That's good enough.
No, not at all. This shit's on the MP, but I don't. I just don't. I like him in IDW, but I don't like him in the same way that my rule with Flames Toys is I have to love the character. So like I'm in on the Rodimus, but I don't love this character. I like him. I think he's more interesting than any other representation of the character, but I don't love him.
Okay. Are you in on the Beast Wars Flame Toys?
Like him.
Yeah, like that's funny. Dude, what is up with these kids today and double saying shit if they mean it?
Do you like him?
Yeah, yeah, I like him.
Well, I mean, let's assume the effort didn't amount to any type of expenditure of your valuable resources. What if you could sell your MP Star Saber and your KFC or X-Trans bots, whatever, Winged Lion, whatever the hell his name was.
Right. As a clean swap?
To offset the price.
No, not to offset.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested in
Your
investing.
ball's crazy.
No, I have to draw a hard line. Like, I'm only going to invest money into Flames Toys characters that I love. Oh, and speaking of which, I did forget, because I'm going to be reviewing him soon, but Sean Love did a model kit of the IDW Prime for me that's painted head to toe.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
I got my Prime too. It's beautiful.
Dude. Wait till I show the world this. I'm going to put so much money in his pocket, no wonder he got it for me.
Yeah. I've promoted his shit since day one.
This fucking, it's.
What did he charge you?
Dude, nothing. He gave it to me free, but I can't. He gave it to me as a gift, but I can't stop. I haven't even reviewed him yet because I have him in.
Don't stop receiving.
That's funny. That's funny. I'll admit that's funny. But where I have my coffee in the morning, like I have, like it's next to this. You know, Robert, where the library where the little chess table is. I have him next to the chess table, and I haven't been able to review him because I keep fucking with him every morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
like,
I haven't reviewed mine.
Dude, it's the first Transformer figure I haven't been able to put down in years.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. He did my Starscream and he did the Prime too, and they're both just breathtaking.
It is nuts.
What I like about Sean Love is he never gets in the drama, but he's always around.
He's a good, solid dude. He's one of the. I think he might have been my second Transformers commission, like after Justin. Like, I've known him for a very long time.
Oh.
Yes,
is he a buddy of yours, like Joe Rogan would say?
I would upgrade him from buddy to friend. He's a friend of mine.
Aw, kudos to Sean Love. I think once you take a look at this thing, you're going to regret not having it.
There's no doubt. Dude, everything that they make is fucking perfect.
That Prime. The Kura Prime. I don't know. I'm getting it, but I don't know.
You see that thrust?
Are you gonna send it my way, Robert?
Yeah, of course,
you
Papa
sure?
Bear.
Sure you want
Are you gonna
send
it? Are you gonna send it my way?
Not an MP Hound kind of way. I mean, Iron Factory Hound kind of way.
Are you gonna send it my way or no?
You're getting it.
No, I'm not. I can't get this, man. I can't. I'd love to, but I can't. It's good though. It looks beautiful. I mean, it's yeah.
You're not gonna get it?
No, man.
Why?
I don't have the money to get it.
Yes, you do. Hold off on the fucking Siege figures.
I'll ask you guys an objective question. Do you ever think, and like I say this,
10 Siege figures.
10. I say this not getting it. Okay, I'm not getting this. I can't. I have to draw the line.
He's getting it.
I might get it. Do you ever think we'll ever get a Star Saber figure that looks better than this?
No.
Hell no.
No. And it's combines.
This is the top of the mountain, I think. Like, I don't think it gets any better than this.
Now the combine bow looks a lot.
Now I want you to look at this, and then I want you to go back and look at that Leo Convoy.
Matt,
it's gonna still be up there, man.
Matt, this is 10 Siege figures. 10. Just hold off on 10. I know you do.
I like Siege, man.
I know you like it. I'm not saying you don't like it. I'm not judging you for liking Siege. What I'm saying is, if every time you're about to go, you're at Target, you're at Walmart, you're at wherever, and you have it in your hand, it's $25, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you take it off the peg, you put it back on the peg, take that $25 and put it in an envelope.
Okay.
And
I think it's sold out. I can't get it anyways. It's sold out. I can't get it anyway. So.
Is he?
I don't know.
I jump on those pre-orders, man. Every one of these pre-orders, I just jump on.
Yeah. He'll be all right.
Of Flame Toys?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame you, but you make a lot of money, Robert.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you make a lot more money out there, man. I don't have a job.
7 figures.
And you make
7
here's
figures.
the difference.
I wish I made 7 figures.
Like, you make a lot of money and you have a very limited scope in your collection.
Yes.
That's the difference. Now, Justin makes good money too. I know this to be true.
A lot of money. Justin makes more money than I do.
But
it's like 7 cars.
Justin is carrying the household and has a slightly wider scope of collecting.
No, he doesn't.
Sure he does.
3 figures a year.
When's the last time you bought a fucking Ghostbusters fucking firehouse?
drops his loot like twice a
Just 'cause I drop
when
it
he
twice a
decides
year
to drop
doesn't
it, that's his
necessarily-
own business. That's his own business, Robert. But it doesn't change the fact that he has a wider scope. That's a matter of numbers.
It wasn't inappropriate. Dropping loot is a saying for when you get your toys shipped, honey. Lisa just opened the door slowly, like I was talking like a pervert. She like opened the door slowly, shaking her head and like squinting at me.
And another thing, Robert, you're going to be the first attorney to fully support another stay-at-home attorney.
Aww.
Oh, it's true. It's true, you know. Oh boy. Truth hurts.
That's
You got
what
one
they say.
question? Want to do one question before we're
Yeah,
done?
let's at least do MP Collector. Let me read it real quick. Dear SCU crew, one of my favorite figures released in the last year or two has been Action Toys Bike Robo, which for my money is the best looking Psykill we'll ever get. I agree. At the time, I was hopeful that Action Toys would eventually release MP scale and quality versions of some of the other core cast GoBot characters.
I don't even need them in MP scale. I just want them scale with that bike robo.
Yeah, for sure. Which I think is arguably MP scale.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is this something you guys think we'll get someday? Alternatively, do you think that the focus of the Asian market Machine Robo iteration of these characters means that Action Toys are unlikely to give us proper Leader 1? I'm not a huge GoBots fan, but I'd love to have a single shelf with the core cast from the cartoon at a masterpiece level. MP Collector, #1 SCU fanboy. What's up, MP Collector? Love you. Justin, as the biggest GoBot fan on the show, you get your privilege, your white GoBot, you get white GoBot privilege.
Haha.
I would love to see it happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like if the way, I mean, Action Toys is the only one putting them out now. I think any other third-party company is afraid to take a risk to make GoBots, with the exception of if they can shoehorn it into a repaint like X-Transbots did with Ollie. So Action Toys is like, I think it's going to be the only hope, and every time I think that they're done putting one out, like they put out that Loco and Train Robo or Steam Train Robo or whatever the hell his stupid
Run a Train
Robo name is. But they put that one out, and I mean, he's fine. He's nothing spectacular. Yeah, and the fact that they haven't done any more but that Psykill, I mean, that just makes me suspect that they're just not going to bother at this point. So, I would love to see it. I hope someone does it. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think it's going to happen.
I know why.
Go ahead. Talk to him.
It's Make Toys.
Oh yeah,
they're done, dude. They're fucking done. They're fucking everyone over on the inside.
I don't think this is a spin-off from them.
Yeah, but they probably are using a Make Toys factory. They probably got
I don't think
fucked out of the mold of the money or something.
I don't know that to be true. It might be, but I don't know that to be true.
No, me neither. But I'm just saying, my gut's telling me that the guys who designed these figures are probably in the river somewhere. They're fucking done.
It's probable.
That's all. That's all. It's Make Toys. It's connected to Make Toys. They're hanging by their fingernails. That's what they're doing. All their offshoots are done. They're hanging by their fingernails. Only the mainline Make Toys and their fucking stupid ass, whatever the fuck you call it, offshoot shit they got with the crazy ass bots. It's like the bad cube version of Transformers that they're doing. Whatever the hell you call that.
Cross dimensions?
Yeah, cross-dress dimensions. You know, that shit, that's what they're doing. That's it. So it's Make Toys, it's Action Toys. They're done. You'll never see another Make Toys. It's not shit. I'm just calling it like it's that shit. But you're not going to see offshoots. They apparently, I'm sure they've strangled all of their, internally. They've cannibalized. One way or the other, for one reason or the other, you're not going to see these offshoot projects anymore from them until they get back on their feet and establish new relationships. That's what I think. But I also think that the Masterpiece scaled GoBots fell flat. This was one, and it was after they released the Chug scale.
That's where my point lies. See, here's the thing. I think we live in a bubble, right? Like, now that we know or have reason to believe that the average third-party run of a G1 Masterpiece figure runs between 1,000 and 2,000. depending on the popularity of the character. So Prime might get 2, Mind Wipe gets 1. 1,000 pieces. Let's say 1,500. Of those 1,500 people that are willing to invest that much money into that sort of piece,
it's not 8,000. Am I right?
What percentage of those people are GoBot fans?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 50%. Let's say 50%.
No.
So that's what, 7.5.
It's not accurate. It's not 50%. No way.
No, wait. Deal. Just bear with me, Robert. We're erring on the side of make the toy. That's what we're erring on because we want the toy. So let's say it's 7.5. So of the 7.5, what percentage of that is willing to spend $100 on a GoBot figure? Let's say 50%, and err on the side of optimism. So that's 3.75. I'm not good with numbers. So that's 375 people. They can't make a figure for that run.
Mm-hmm.
When they sent me that fucking psycho, they sent me that because I had a connection with Make Toys at the time. They sent me that, and they said that Leader 1 was on the way. So if they said that, my guess is that they had something planned. My guess is also that 500 people bought it.
And you like the figure?
It's great. Justin, do you have it?
Yep, I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic, right?
It is. It's like one of the best robots ever. I wish their smaller line was as good as the bigger one. Because I honestly think that the smaller line of GoBots could have been super successful, but a lot of them are really junk. Honestly, they're not good.
Yeah.
And and another thing is like, I mean, I guess it's probably the licensing with Tonka or whoever. I guess Mattel maybe. I'm not sure if it's them, but like, you would have done better if you could. I feel like you would have done good if you could have put GoBots somewhere on the box. Like the Sidekill thing is great. It should have been on the small toy. So, and I feel like that price point is more advantageous to people who are interested in, like, maybe getting them to go all in on an MP scale set of GoBots is tough. But getting them to spend $60 for, something smaller, I think you could have done that.
Yep.
Advantageous.
They lost me on that idiot orange dump truck with the daggers. That's when I stopped.
It all comes down to money. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't move enough because the fan base isn't big enough. And even though they might act like they're big enough on fucking Twitter, when push comes to shove and
They won't buy that shit.
and that wallet needs to come out, all of a sudden the liberals turn to conservatives.
Oh, here we go. Bernie Sanders over here.
But I don't mean that politically. I mean that literally.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. I mean, as Transformer fans, are they the only ones that are the fandom do that? That they bitch and complain about wanting stuff, but then when it comes down to it, to pay for this shit, they're like, they hide away in the little hole and just like.
Look, this Unicron. The projected arc of that Unicron should be way higher. It should be, but it's not. Now that's not entirely on the fan base, right? Like a fair amount of the blame of that needs to also be held at the feet of the company.
They're not spending the money on advertising. They're not.
Wait 1 minute, because I think there's a lot of people in the Robert camp that are like, if you would have shown me some sort of consistency, I would have backed this product.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 50-50 blame for sure, but it's the fact that this is literally the biggest villain, arguably the biggest villain, in a wider sense of the Transformers G1 universe, at less than $600, and this shit can't giddy up.
Yeah, and like, I want to go back to Action Toys having put out those small scale figures. I think that actually hurt them, because in their original release, you got the Jet Robo or whatever, right? You got shortly after the original release, you got the Bike Robo equivalent of Psykill. You got, what else did we get? The tank. I can't even think of them all. But like Leader 1's their Jet Robo got a bunch of love, and then the rest of them were super simplistic and basic. And like that doesn't inspire you to come back, like, okay, you did Psykill. Now we're gonna go on and do I don't know, let's say Scooter. What is that, like Scooter Robo? I have no idea what you would call him. But let's just assume they went and did Scooter in that same line. Well, he's not as big as Bike Robo / Psykill was, so we're not going to put the love that we put into
1,000%
that one, and then like
1,000%.
You've got the small products, and a lot of them had problems. Like none of them were particularly fantastic in my opinion. I think the best one to me was Mixer Robo was the best one that they made. It's like you don't have any confidence that people probably didn't buy the Psykill / the second Bike Robo because they're like, I already have one of these, and like you didn't even commit to that line, So. Hey,
Justin, can I call you Scooter from now on?
If you want to, that's fine.
Dude, I think that's it. Like I think that's the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah.
Well put.
Justin's more of a wheeljack.
Let me see if I can.
I like Scooter.
So
Jackie.
Let's try to get one more done. So dear SCU crew, I wanted to ask you guys a few questions about.
That's gonna take a long time.
Oh, come on.
About all the Transformer continuities. From what I can tell, there are 7 major continuities. G1, which includes G2, the Japanese Beast era in the Marvel Comics, Robots in Disguise, the 2001 TV series, Unicron trilogy, Bayverse, TF Animated, the Align continuity, which includes WFC, FOC, TF Prime, in the 2015 Robots in Disguise, and the Bayverse is supposed to, and 7 IDW comics. If I'm missing any continuities, please feel free to add them. The below questions are for everyone. All right, so I think there's 6 because I think that I guess 7, but I think it's fucked up. We'll go with your 7. It's fine.
But Dreamwave, asshole.
Yeah, Dreamwave is fair. But see, the thing is, and then also War Within. But he said major, and major is relative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you think it hurt or helped the franchise having all these different continuities as opposed to having one defining continuity? Does anybody have anything for this? Because I do.
It helped.
It hurt.
Yeah, I think for the most part it's helped. I mean, like G.I. Joe has not stayed relevant, and like it's really only had one good one. So the thing about the continuities to me is it gives different fans, like different age groups, a chance to kind of jump into something which keeps it popular. Like if the Bayverse didn't come along, I think Transformers would be entirely different than it is right now.
I disagree.
As sad as it is to say.
I disagree because I think that like if you look at take Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
The prequel era captured a whole new group of children, all within the same continuity.
Not really.
The sequel era is capturing a whole new group of children, and it's also remaining within the same continuity. Batman does it all the time. Iron Man does it all the time. Captain America does it all the time. X-Men do it all the time. Like, the fact that we're going to latch on and let go to capture this fucking 5-year-old to 9-year-old pocket and then let them go, that's what prevents this from being in the same pocket.
Bobby has a point.
Prevents Transformers from being in the same place.
That's a good point, because can you imagine them just maintaining the continuity, but as technology evolved, they just kept within the continuity but incorporated new technology and expressing the continuity? I mean, that's a good point. That's
my answer to that. Like, that's the reason why Transformers doesn't have the same fan base. That's the reason why the major Transformer convention can't get fucking 10,000 people in a fucking room.
I'm glad for that. Can you imagine the stink? Come on.
It would because the thing is, it would have to be a bigger room.
Stinkier.
Maybe.
Biggest thing, bigger room, biggest thing.
But like,
no, you're right. Can you imagine they just kept reworking and just even if they started over, but in the same continuity, but with a new format, you know?
Look at Beast Wars, right?
No, don't go there.
Wait, no. I'm being complimentary towards Beast Wars.
It's in the same continuity.
That's what I'm saying. So look at Beast Wars, right? Beast Wars was a removal from what we knew from G1. They eventually tied it into the G1 continuity. Now imagine if they built on the G1 continuity after that. All of a sudden, I think after a few years, you'd see G1 fans saying, you know what? Let's go and incorporate Beast Wars into what we love as well, because it's all part of the same pot.
But instead they went RID.
Yeah, but instead they went, you know what? It doesn't matter because that was just the next thing, and now here's the next thing, and now here's the next thing. Hasbro's business model regarding this is to grab kids for a limited amount of time and then let them go.
It's cheap.
But what they don't realize is that it was only the motherfuckers from the beginning that they fucking grabbed onto and haven't been able to let go. We're the ones still hanging on. We're the only ones still hanging on. The fucking 5 kids that are fucking 21 years old now that are asking for the fucking Unicron Trilogy MP line. Like, I'm sorry, but the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few.
Well,
that's not a civil rights.
I mean, they must have done something right. I mean, they've been around for 35 years.
No,
so,
but
it's been around for 25 years, but not one continuity has been around for 25
No,
years.
but what they've done is just, they've done a very short-term approach to just maintaining revenue. It's cheap. That's what they've done.
But I'm just saying, to be around, I mean, since the 80s, and still to be around, you've seen other, franchises just gone to the wasteland, like G.I. Joe. All that other stuff has just gone, to shit. To wastelands, I'm sorry. But
not wastelands either.
Transformers have been around for 35 years, so they've done something right to still be around.
Yes,
and we're getting products still.
From a business perspective, but it's like a cheap way to do it. It's like the shortcut way, like drop it, let's hook in a new wave of kids rather than let's just maintain the integrity of the continuity and include the original fans and bring in new ones with the new technology and the new way to express this continuity. Well, they could have done
some people get pissed off because we keep rehashing the same shit over from G1.
You don't have to rehash it. You don't have to rehash it.
Well, they keep doing that, though. We keep getting the same characters in each line, which I love.
You're always going to get that. You're always going to get that because those are the characters that mean something.
But the place to look at where they're successful is the comics. That's where you have long stories in a continuity where they just delve deeper into interest. It comes down to writing.
And like they know what to do to sustain, but like all they're doing is like keeping their head above water, and they've done a good job at that. But the fact that like my kid was excuse the pun, but the prime candidate to be a Transformer, but the Transformers to be the Transformers Prime fan, she doesn't give a fuck about that shit now. It latched onto her at a certain point. She bought the toys during that age bracket for that point, and then she let it go.
But
and
all kids do that, though.
No, because we didn't, Matt. That's the point. You and I didn't. We never let go. That's the point.
I let go.
We didn't.
Come on.
You still fucking buy the shit. You still
No. We had a break. A lot of people do this. A lot of people, they loved it as a kid. I forgot about Transformers from, when I was a teenager up to 20-something years old. Then I fell back into loving it.
You son of a bitch.
People, all kids do that. They go through
I never stopped loving it, man.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying some people did.
Maybe I'm a bigger Transformer fan than you.
It could be. That's a possibility. Hey, I tip of the hat to you, man.
Yeah, I think you're talking shit. I think you're talking shit.
No, I'm not talking shit. I'm being serious.
I think if I would have met you during the dark times of Transformers, I think if I would have met you and I'd have been like, man, what do you think about Transformers? You'd be like, oh man, I love that shit.
I loved. That's the key word, love.
Maybe, but that feeling would still be there.
It would be powerful if if you saw a Netflix release of like where you could binge watch something that went back to the original G1 kind of story arc, and it didn't necessarily have to replace it, but supplement it in some way. But it was, the format, the interface was more modern, like you saw with Thundercats, like we saw with Voltron, or what else was there? There was He-Man. They did that, but they went back to the beginning,
the roots. They went back to what worked. Remember, He-Man went out in space.
It would be.
Did people remember that? Nobody gave a shit.
It would be powerful.
But the moment that 2000, dude, that 2000. Ooh, let's do this real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go round robin. Top 5 animated series of all time. Ooh, top 5. And let me say this to the people listening to this on YouTube. I want in the comments your top 5. I want tweet your notepad pics of your top 5. Let's make it a thing. Top 5 animated series of all time.
This is tough.
It's tough.
But make sure you use hashtag Shattercast when you do it.
Yes.
Are we doing this now?
Shattercast Uncut as your. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll go first and give you guys time to think. Number 1 for me, Batman the Animated Series is the best animated series of all time. 2, dude, it's I'm gonna probably say the 90s X-Men.
We could see that.
3, I'm gonna say He-Man 2000, Masters of the Universe 2000, sir. 4, I'm gonna give to Transformers G1. 5, I'm going to give to Clone Wars. That's my top 5.
All right, so I got mine.
Do it.
I am gonna go also Batman. I think that is probably one of the best animated series, hands down. No questions asked. I got to give it to G1 Transformers just because it's not really great, but it's just it's nostalgic,
It stands the test of time.
G.I. Joe is one for me.
Okay.
Not the the first set, not the Real American Hero one, which I mean you can kind of lop it together. Like the continuity is still the same, but it's not really the same. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because that's when Cobra Commander's wearing the weird metal suit and all that stuff, versus
right. Oh, Python Patrol and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but it's kind of like the Transformers Headmasters.
But you're willing to draw the line.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So just the Real American, the original one. Is that the Real American Hero? I can't remember.
Up to the movie, basically.
Yeah, up to the movie.
I think the original. I think the first up to the movie was Real American Hero. It's just like Transformers season 2 to season 3.
Exactly.
It's the same fucking thing.
Exactly.
It's different characters. Well, sort of,
So
yeah, it was different characters.
Yeah, so that's 3. Transformers Animated it's my favorite Transformers.
That's very high. Very high.
Yeah. And that's because there's a super love for G1. It's G1 done. Well, it's not G1 done better, but it's a Transformers series done with loving nods to G1 and made awesome.
I respect the boldness of that choice.
Yeah. And the last one I'm going to throw out there is the Dragon Ball Z series.
You didn't say original Ghostbusters, did you?
You know what?
That's okay.
So the thing about the original Ghostbusters is it's good, but I prefer the movie. Nostalgia is for the movie. Real Ghostbusters is good, but after the first 4 episodes, it gets a little too zany at times.
Hey, Justin, you know what I did today?
What's that?
Before the show? You know what I did today before the show?
What's that?
I watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2 back to back. The
it's a good man.
HD remastered. Yep.
All right, let me just throw mine out there. In no particular order, I would say Transformers, Transformers Prime, Thundercats, the original.
Oh my god, that show's so bad. When have you watched it last?
Well, I haven't, but in my mind's
Okay.
eye.
Well, don't ever go back to watch it because I tried to watch the first episode. I'm like, this is trash.
The
I'm
new
like, wish I
He-Man.
didn't see it and just remembered loving the show as a kid.
The newer He-Man.
2000 He-Man.
Yeah,
Masters of the
2000
Universe. Gotcha.
No, I think it
And-
needs the new and Adventures.
And not She-Ra. And Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Matt, Greg, any of you guys ready?
Yeah. I loved Captain Planet. What?
I liked
No, I
Captain
did.
Caveman.
I love
I
Captain
liked
Planet.
Mighty
man. It
Mouse.
was good.
I liked Popeye.
I would say Transformers Prime also is up there. It's a really good series.
That's your number two? That's your number two?
No. That's my
Okay,
number
well
four.
let's use direct language. We're making definitive lists here.
Okay. So Captain Planet, Transformers Prime, He-Man, the original He-Man. I love He-Man. That's one of my favorites. Number two would be Mask for me.
Wait, what is number one?
Transformers.
You named three. So Transformers Prime is number one.
No, G1. What?
All right. G1 is number one. Okay. Number two
Yes.
is what?
Captain
Mask.
Caveman.
Mask. Oh, that's okay. Number three?
Was the He-Man original.
Okay. Number four?
Transformers Prime. And
Number
five was
five.
Captain Planet.
For real?
Yes, I love Captain Planet. I watch
Okay.
it all the time.
Okay. All right. Do you recycle?
All the time.
Bobby is Captain Planet.
Yeah, I'm Captain Plan It. Greg,
Yes.
you're closing it down, buddy.
Wouldn't be the first thing I've closed down.
Turtles. Say turtles.
Dude,
Someone
Turtles is the one thing overlooked in this discussion.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
true. But you know
You've all
what?
failed
Turtles
me.
suffers the same as real Ghostbusters to me. That's really only the first couple episodes that are real good, and the rest of the series is like there's a lot of funness to it, but
I
like
agree.
it's not
And
as good as
a
the
lot of
original.
cool characters.
It was stupid. The whole
No, yeah,
concept's stupid, and
It's
you know
stupid,
it.
But there's a lot of cool characters, but the overall arcing story of it is not great.
So can I go, or are we just
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah. Go.
Say turtles.
just gonna steal my thunder? Because
Say turtles.
Robert, shut the fuck up.
Just say
I'm
it.
sick of you for one night.
Number one.
I'm just going nostalgia here, so I would say Transformers. A season up to the movie. Season 3 is a little.
No, that's good. That's fine.
I'd say Batman. Nostalgia wise, well, okay, so quality wise, I would say 2000 He-Man.
Okay.
I wish they had kept going. Then we're getting into nostalgia here again. I would say Turtles for me
Okay.
was big.
I'm glad that Turtles is on the list.
And
Number five.
there was so much bad shit though back then. You know what? I was pretty into G.I. Joe up to the movie.
Yeah. I think that like there's a number of things that remain being a solid list. I just want to say like that's a fucking fantastic list. Everybody's had a fantastic list. Matt, I don't know about the Captain Planet, but for the most part, everybody's list is solid.
I'm gonna back you up, Matt. I enjoyed Captain Planet.
Justice League.
It doesn't
Justice
make my
League,
list, but
Justice League. I was gonna say Justice League
is one of those things that like I always want. Also, Wolverine and the X-Men. Those are two series that I want to mention.
And
Also,
Spider-Man.
2000, Thundercats. Is up there for me. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Is up there for me.
Yes.
But they're not in my top five. But I just wanted to mention in the conversation.
What about Spider-Man?
That was a fucking discussion. The 90s Spider-Man, that series, that shit was fucking awesome.
What about
Yeah,
Spider-Man
I would-
and His Amazing Friends?
I would
Even
throw
that.
Spider-Man and X-Men kind of together.
I would
for
too.
me.
Actually, to be honest with you, I'd put Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes in there too.
I would put
What about
Justice
Hulk and
League.
Agents of Smash?
I would put Justice League on par with X-Men and Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes above both.
No, negative. But
You're right.
that was a fucking fantastic. That's the shit I crave. That kind of talk. That was, dude. Please leave your top five in the comments.
Don't do it.
We should come up with top five lists from now on. I feel like,
Yeah.
or,
I like
try
top
to.
fives. They're fun.
It's fucking great.
We should brainstorm some ideas so we can think about it a little bit ahead of time. And,
agree.
go from there.
Listeners, why don't you ask us for some top fives?
I agree. That would be a good idea. And you know what?
Yeah.
Because when I think about a lot of the Shire casts, like I love the year end wrap up because I love thinking about the top fives. It makes good discussion.
It doesn't have to be toy related. Ask us about clothing. Food items.
Matt,
Hopper color.
do your job.
I quit.
All right, I got to get off here. That was a great show.
All
That's
right,
not a
then.
hard stop. That's a soft stop, Bobby.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. Take us out, Matt.
I did take us out.
Take us out again. I don't care. I wasn't paying attention.
Zach quit.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, Wigs,
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse. I am Ratchet. Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Its sole purpose is entertainment, which doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities.